Hey, this is Earthy Love Medicine, and today is day 90. I hit my first goal, y'all. Very exciting. Um, don't really feel like doing a video. It's like 1 in the morning, maybe even later. Let me look. Yeah, it's 12:59, 1 in the morning. Um, I'm pooped. We had a fun day though. It's what is it? What's the date? The 29th of May. Well, now it's like the 30th or whatever, but today's day 90 and I'm struggling a lot. Kind of going through like personal identity stuff. Like, I see myself kind of like sabotaging a little bit. And I haven't gone like too far, but I just see the little behaviors coming up and it makes me feel funny about myself because it's like, what am I doing all this for if I'm going to do that? So excuse me. Like not getting enough juice and then like wanting to freaking, eat everything in sight, and it's like torture, and I don't like what I'm doing. Um, I realize that in my life I have like a lot of disorganization, and I want to fix it. And I've been so cluttered in my head for so long that my whole life reflects that right now. Like it's just a hot ass mess. And a lot of things have, excuse me, been neglected. And for starters, me. And I got a little bit into like imposter syndrome. I feel funny, you know? Kept pausing it. I don't know. I'm 182 right now. It's the smallest I've been since like a freshman in high school, and I feel kind of weird in my skin. It's taking a little bit of getting used to. I was just about to like go through a detox thing, like a 30-day thing, and then I realized that wasn't like really, I don't know, I guess I wasn't like thinking straight, because that's just not gonna, like, that's not conducive with what I'm trying to do. So I think I'll share tomorrow more like about like my state of mind and stuff. I'm just really tired, so it's really hard for me to like form the words right now. But yeah, I'm struggling. It happens, you know what I mean? But that's what I was going to say though, is that I'm just kind of evaluating myself and where I'm at, and like, really being honest with myself about like the ways that my life has fallen apart and how I don't want to be like that anymore. And I'm ready to kind of fix it. And I just don't know where to start. And I think it all just starts with me and having integrity. So, okay, husband came in, so I had to pause the video for a second. Where was I? Yeah, just like looking at my life and reflecting on the fact that like I don't want to be the way I was, and I want my life to be a certain way, and I want to like, have time, like not even have time, like not have all these monkeys on my back that I feel like I haven't completed because I just have so much incomplete stuff, so that I can actually do the stuff that I want without feeling guilty, or like just not doing it because I don't want to feel guilty, and then I have all this stuff that I would rather be doing, but I don't do it because I don't do the other stuff either, and it's like a vicious cycle. Um, I'm pretty much like over technology, like, I started to get more into like posting my videos and stuff, even though I'm only on like day 44 or something ridiculous. Even though I'm at day 90, but, and then I kind of got caught up like checking my stuff all the time and like telling myself I'm not going to mess with the phone. And then the next thing I know, I'm like holding it, like watching stupid crap, like, or looking at things or scrolling. Like, I haven't been on Facebook for years, but then I put something up, excuse me, a page up over there just so that I can reach as many people as possible so that they could hear my story and, hopefully be inspired to do what I'm doing, because I want everybody to do this, right? Because who doesn't want people to heal and like feel better and have better mental health? And I feel like it's working for me. So, you know, that's what I want to do. But anyways, that's my little sidekick. But, ending up on there and like looking at stuff that I just don't care about, and like usually I watch videos, like I try to like sometimes I'll follow people or whatever. And the other day I got on I had already told myself I wasn't really gonna get on it, and then I did, and I regretted it. It was like the person that I watched was like so low vibe, and I couldn't believe that like they didn't affect me like that before. But it just like, I don't know, kind of like irked me, you know, like it was just a little irk. And then I was like, I turned it off, and I was like, I'm done with this. Like I don't want to watch other people, you know. I don't know. I mean, if it wasn't for people watching other people, nobody would be watching me. So I just, you know, I'm just in this place where I really just I'm disconnecting. Like I didn't go on my phone today. I mean, okay, I tried to go on my phone a couple times today and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm tired of wasting my time on stupid stuff when I have so many things undone and so many things I'd rather do. And, you know, I've given myself leeway because I've been feeling, you know, this was hard and I feel like shit. And so I'd watch videos of people, you know, their testimonies and all these things to keep me inspired. But now I'm at this place where, like, it's me now. Like, I have to inspire myself. I have to figure out who I am now. Now that I'm not the person that I was, the one that couldn't get to the place she wanted to go and be the person she wanted to be. Because now I know I can. And there's no excuses anymore. And I just gotta pull myself out of it, like out of the laziness and, you know, out of the cycle that I'm in, you know. I'm done being in an environment that reflects my inner scatteredness. You know, it's time to like grow up in this area. You know, it's something that I've struggled with like my whole adult life. And it's not that bad. Like I've always had like a problem with laundry and stuff like that. But over the years, like just housekeeping and like keeping up on everything and just it's gotten worse and worse. And I've had less and less fucks to give, I guess, because I felt like shit and I didn't want to live, so who fucking cared? Even though of course I care, and it fucking was breaking my heart and still does now when I think about all the things that are undone. You know, like I need to pull out my refrigerator and like wash underneath it, and like I don't want to. What the fuck? Like who does that? You know, I can't even mention all the things in my life that I've neglected in this last year. And just being so dark. And now that I'm like pulling out of it, I can just really see like everything around me is a mirror of what I've been. And it's just, you know, hard to look myself in the eye and forgive myself for letting it get this bad. But I realize like I intellectually I understand that like, you know, this is what happens when your health deteriorates. Like I totally understand now. You know, I have so much more empathy for people because I didn't even realize what I was going through until I started to pull out of it. That it's like, oh my God, I've been going through this for like way longer than I realized. You know, I think, I don't know if all moms are like this, but I know for me, I've been taking care of people for so long and being a mom for so long. And, you know, being a mom is a selfless job. And, you know, not everybody feels that way, but I do. And part of that belief system has made it so that I don't take care of myself the way I should. And so now everything in my life reflects that. And I don't want it to reflect that like that anymore. I want my inner condition to feel good, so good that everything around me reflects that. Like no more clutter and dust and funk, you know. Like thank God I don't allow anybody to like bring dishes into other rooms and stuff like that. My house would be nasty, but that's just over the top. I've never allowed that. It's disgusting, but you know, to each their own. But I just don't like food and that kind of stuff in bedrooms. That's just weird. Anybody I've ever known who's done that, they've like crusty bowls and stuff in their room. Like even adults, it's gross. No, thank you. And so I think that's where I've been able to manage the house and keep it from getting like out of control. So as you can see, I'm, you know, some of this like low vibe thing that I got going on here is just because it's late and I'm tired. But I'm also like really in super deep reflection. So I don't know if you caught that in this video, but that's what all this is just like, I feel a little somber because, you know, I got a lot of mental health stuff still to work through. And I'm glad that I'm like able to navigate it better and like, you know, be more of a spectator and observe, you know, an observer of what's happening, an observer of my emotions and my thoughts. And, you know, like I was saying about, I was going to try to do this like 30-day detox or whatever. And I realized that like, you know, once my husband like co-signed it, I was like, yeah, if that's something you need, whatever. I hope I'm not repeating myself. If I am, hopefully I'll catch it and edit it later. But, you know, once he co-signed on it, I felt like it was, you know, my decision at that point. And I am repeating myself. But, you know, that's, once I did that, then once I was alone with myself and I really like gut checked myself and just my heart just was like, you know, I also could have like made money at it, I guess. And that part of me of like, okay, I'm done struggling. I'm ready to freaking like get back on it and like start working more again. And and then when I actually like took a shower and I got alone with myself, I realized that like I was trying to control it. You know, I know in my heart that things are going to change. I just got to like walk it out, you know, and it was just funny. I just like I was able to observe myself in like one of my old patterns where I start to like get all manic and like, you know, start controlling things and not realizing that I'm being manic and controlling things. Just I'm making shit happen. I'm, you know, blah blah blah, and I can do this and that and blah blah blah. And it's time for me to be still and walk through what I'm going through and heal myself. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I was worried that if I like went through a detox where it made me detox really, really quickly, and not like I would be suffering or anything, I don't think, but I think the emotional and mental and spiritual stuff that I'm going through, I want it to reveal itself at its own time. And I don't want to like speed up that process because I feel like I need to like, you know, stay at the pace I'm at so that I can like, you know, catch up with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like jump ahead. I feel like I need to walk through every single thing that comes up and I don't want to rush it. I want to be ready, you know, I want to be able to handle it as it's happening. So I think, because like right now, I'm in such an uncharted territory with myself that I really need to be able to process this. And as I detox my body, you know, more and more intense stuff is coming up. So if I went through a 30-day intense detox, I feel like it would just be more intense than what I'm ready for right now, basically. So that's kind of hard thing to spit out and like explain out of my mind. Like I want to be true to my journey and like I really want to learn it this time. I don't want this to be the time where like I turn around and like I'm fat again and I'm unhealthy again and I'm sad again and I'm lost again and I'm 45 years old and I've spent enough time being all of those things, you know, and it's time for me to be found, not fucking lost. You know, there's a couple times in my life, I was actually sharing the story earlier where it's like I looked myself in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself, you know. I remember the first time when I finally left my first husband after trying to leave him a couple times and kept going back over the years, excuse me. And what was I gonna say? And before part of what made me leave is I woke up one day and I went pee, you know, and I went and I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize myself, like not only physically because I was really overweight and everything, but like my eyes I was just going through the motions. I didn't even know who I was anymore. So I just don't want to be that person who goes through any more phases where I don't know who the fuck I am. Like, you know, it's funny because this is the first time in my life where I like actually really see that I'm not like who I thought I was. God, I'm all itchy. Sorry, guys. So some of me is, obviously the core of me is, but I just mean like in my head I'm one person, but in my life I don't always live that out. You know what I mean? And the things that I want and what's true to my soul is so different than how I've lived my life. So, you know, I'm a tiny dancer, can't you see me at all? That's me. And that's what I'm learning about myself. So it's late and I'm like talking really super quiet, and I don't think anybody wants to listen to me like whispering on the video. And I just went on for like heck long. So yeah, thank you for visiting me here on day 90. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and I hope you found this video helpful. And yeah, thank you for coming to Earthy Love Medicine. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care.